As an MP, I often meet parents whose children have special educational needs, and they are so often at their wits' end, desperate to get the support that they need. Without exception, these parents have been absolutely dedicated to their children's future, but they struggle to navigate the labyrinthine systems that seem deliberately set up to stop them getting the support that they're entitled to. Some children have been out of education for months, if not years, and their parents have been forced to educate them at home, not because they want to or because that's what's best for the child, but out of sheer desperation. Kathleen and Toby's son Dexter, who's 8 years old, has complex needs and it requires specialist support and educational therapies in order to help him stay in education. But for the last 3 years, Kathleen and Toby have been forced to home educate Dexter because his school was completely unable to support his needs. Kathleen's now had to give up her entire career in order to educate Dexter at home, and the couple are now going through a lengthy tribunal system just to get the support that he is entitled to.
It's austerity in action, basically. What our family has gone through for the last few years is austerity in action, and that is why a lovely, kind boy full of potential isn't being educated.
Like with so many of our public services, funding is the main problem here. Cuts to local authorities have left council teams seriously short-staffed and special educational needs provision almost completely wiped out. Sheffield City Council, by the government's own figures, is £18 million short this year in its school budget. The funding crisis in schools has had profound consequences. It's meant fewer teaching assistants, larger class sizes and a narrower curriculum, which has meant that mainstream schools are a far less accessible place for children with additional needs. It's a terrible indictment on our education system that the children who need the most support get none. The government must properly fund SEN services, reform Ofsted so it places a higher priority on inclusion, ensure that teachers are properly trained in SEN, and make sure that parents and families are really aware of their rights. It is nothing short of a tragedy and a disgrace that so many of these children with such huge potential are being so badly let down by our broken system.